Okay, guys, so let's talk about conclusions. There are some conclusion do's and don'ts. So let's talk about the do's first. So some things that good conclusions should do, and I know that you've heard a lot of these things before. So some things that you want to do. You should definitely restate your thesis. Now, you're not going to restate it word for word. We're going to restate it in a different context. So we're going to restate it, but we're not going to say it, my thesis is this, or this is my thesis. And we're not going to copy and paste our thesis so that we just drop it. Okay, we're going to restate it or we're going to reword it. We're going to turn it around a little bit. And I'm going to show you how I do this whenever I write my conclusion. We're also going to summarize our key points. We're going to put our key points into our conclusion. However, we're not going to do that word for word either, because that would make it way too long. We're also going to explain how it all connects, how our key points connect to one another. And we're going to tell, we may or we may not tell how timely our topic is or how timeless our topic is. That is one or two ways that we can make our audience see how important our topic is to us as the writer. Another way that we can help our reader see how important our topic is, or the reason why they're even reading our paper, is to inform them why our topic really hits home to us, but not even so much as to why it hits home to us. They already know that our topic is important to us. That's why we're writing about it. But more so, we want to convey why the topic is important to others. So why should they pick up your paper out of all the other papers? Why is it important to them? Why should it be important to other people? Why is it important enough to study? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to clack out my conclusion. I'm going to pause my video while I do it so that you're not sitting there kind of hemming and hawing while she's writing. Well, I'm writing. And I'm going to write my conclusion out. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the little components of my conclusion so that you can see a couple of different things that I do in my conclusion, and so that you can kind of pick what you want to do in your conclusion. Not all conclusions are going to be the exact same. And it's not so much as a formula, but you get to pick key components that you want to add into your conclusion. And you can kind of take little bits out of a conclusion here or a conclusion there and build your own. So I'm going to pause my video and then I'm going to let you guys write your own. So here's how I started off my conclusion. As an avid concert goer, you'll notice that first of all, I did not start off in the typical fashion of in conclusion. So I transitioned into my conclusion with a much different way, a much different transition. I used as an avid concert goer. So I'm establishing a relationship with my audience. I'm recounting a relationship. So you might say, as a car guru, as a fellow mechanic, as someone who uses makeup. So as someone who wears glasses. Make a relationship, establish a good repertoire with your reader. Why is it that they picked up your paper? What kind of connection do you also have with your topic? Why am I talking about Woodstock? Well, I like music a whole lot, and I go to a whole lot of concerts before the pandemic. So that's why I am talking about Woodstock, because I like to do this stuff. I like to go to concerts. I like to read about them. I like to listen to music. That's what gives me the credibility to talk about this stuff. So I'm establishing a relationship with my reader. I'm not only establishing, I'm reestablishing. Reestablish a relationship with your reader here. Transition. So As an avid concert goer, researching the history of Woodstock was pretty eye-opening for me. I was alive in the 1994 and 1999 Woodstock, and I even considered going to the 2019 Woodstock before it was canceled. I had only heard stories about the extreme history that surrounded the 1969 festival. Okay, so I summarized a key point right here. This was some of my body paragraph 3 and kind of 2-1 history, or my key points for Woodstock. I talked about the extreme conditions at the 69 festival. I talked about the connections of the 99 to 69 festival, and I talked about the background information to the 69 festival. So I've already summed up 3 of my key points right in here. So So I summed up key points 1 through 3 for my topic. Do this in your own way. Okay, now I need to explain either why it's timeless or why this information or this topic really, really hit home for me, or why it might hit home for other people. Why might people pick up this paper over maybe picking up a topic on the civil rights movement or the history of the Great Depression or something different? Why might this paper interest them over something else? Just as a fun little read. That's what I'm going to write next. So I'm going to pause and I'm going to write. Okay, so my last sentence, I have explained to my audience why it's timeless. And I've written, historically, the arts seem to get the short end of the stick, so I felt the need to honor them in research. In doing this, I found a festival that started off small, but ended up touching so many and left an everlasting mark on the world of entertainment because of its shocking displays of peace, love, and eventual exhibits of sheer madness. So I'm going to go right here and I'm going to label this. Okay, for my last sentence section, I chose to do one of 2 things. Either A, tell how the topic is timely or timeless, or B, inform the audience how this hits home for you. More importantly, why this topic hits home for others. Audience knows the topic is important to you. Why is it important to others? So I'm going to leave my comment right there. If you need to see more, click on where it says show more. If you want to see less, click where it says show less. Show more, show less, show more. Okay. So I have this right here. I'm going to get rid of this placeholder that says conclusion. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Tab right there. You'll see that I'm on to page 5. Now, I have finished my paper. It is done. You are done. Once you have finished your conclusion, you are finished with your paper. Until next class, when we're going to finish the works cited in bibliography, and then you're actually all done. So You have finished writing. You finished writing. The hardest part of all is done. Next, you're just gonna like put a bibliography on it, and then you're done. I'm so proud of you. So, is that a load off? Aren't you so happy that you stuck with this and that you're done? All right, I need to go make a handout to put all this information in for these conclusions. Woo! You're done. Done. Yes. Good day. Good day. I said good day.